If you're a business owner, you don't need us to tell you running a business is tough. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Join the over 21,000 companies using NetSuite right now. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/C-suite. netsuite.com/C-suite.
Welcome back to the Superhero Homies podcast. My name is Quentin, and as always, I am here with the homie Kevin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back, homies and homiesses. So, thank you for waiting a week. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed part 1 with us of the Sidekick tournament. Today's part 2.
And we are still joined by Blake. He is our returning, reigning, supreming guest host for the tournament episodes.
Hi everybody, how you doing? I have a small addendum and or errata at the top that I need to state that I was saying dear listeners last podcast when it should have been dear homies.
There you go. That's the right nomenclature.
What was it? Homiettes? Homiettes?
Homies or homiesses?
Homiesses.
That's yeah, I just made that up today.
Homeostasis.
I might have used that before. I don't recall.
So, dear homies, I apologize. From here on and forevermore, you shall be known by Blake as my dear listeners.
Aww.
Homies. Anyways, go ahead.
Ooh, because of the heartstrings.
Yeah,
I know, right?
You gotta get them at the beginning.
My emotions.
You gotta clue into them. Yeah.
Yep. So, homies, if you guys recall from last time, we did the first round, which was 16 names randomly pitted against each other, with Blake, our deciding voter on who the overall badass winner is.
Absolutely. And by the end of that, obviously, there are only 8 heroes standing. Mm-hmm. Those remaining 8 heroes be pitted against each other and another series of battles, and then we will conclude with who the ultimate winner will be by the end of today's episode.
Yeah.
If you're keeping score, player number 1, 4 victories. Player number 2, 4 victories.
Yeah.
It's head-to-head.
Head-to-head.
Next tier is going to be an all-out battle royale.
Battle royale. Wow.
So,
all right,
we are going to go ahead and draw new characters. So, player number 1, Q, will you do us the honors?
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this, man.
Okay,
no need to keep them waiting.
I don't know if I want this one. You know what?
Well, too late.
We'll go with that one.
You don't have to take it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you don't feel it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling mine. I'm feeling mine.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Player number 1. What do you have?
I have Wong.
Oh,
yeah.
Once again.
I was actually hoping you'd get Wong for this one because I got Superboy.
Oh.
We talked about that last episode.
Oh, we did,
dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go ahead and so we all already know what Wong's
Yeah, we did a
capabilities
general
are.
synopsis last time. Yeah.
But now with a different competitor, what do you think really is going to set Wong at an advantage and or capability of winning over Superboy?
So I still think that even more so than with Damien, who that's who Wong was pitted against in the last episode, Superboy has even less combat experience. And with that, Superboy also has even less control of his own abilities or powers. I would think that Wong, he's going to just find a way to trap Superboy, whether it be taking his ass somewhere else to some other dimensional plane shift, or whether it just be neutralizing him with magic. Wong does have a bevy of magical abilities at his disposal. Superboy, while he is extremely powerful, is also extremely naive, young, inexperienced. Wong is literally the opposite of those things.
Solid defense. How does the defendant speak?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna try to spin this one or kill it. I don't have confidence in Superboy against Wong. I'm just gonna fold him.
Is there anything that you can give us that you think would put Superboy at an advantage
honestly
over
no.
Wong?
No.
Okay.
Because Kryptonians, as we know from Superman and his lore, one of the things that kind of gives like an enemy type an advantage over him is magic. Wong is straight up magic. Superboy straight up Kryptonian. Water meets fire.
Is that true?
It's
magic.
It's more so. It's not like a weakness like kryptonite is to
It's
them.
nothing so hard. It's a vulnerability more so, I suppose.
Yeah, it's something that just like anyone would be weak to, or not resistant to magic. Kryptonians are the same way.
Right.
Okay.
It's not like double damage, but it is an open
So it's
no
more
defense.
like resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashage from non-magical weapons.
Yes.
Exactly. But magical weapons,
magical weapons will
Superboy
fuck
could
you
get
up.
fucked up. And that's the thing. Superboy is younger. He's less trained than Damian. Like, everything Q said is true. I'm not going to try to fuck with this one.
Okay.
I don't have confidence in him. No. Sure, he's got strength and speed and all that, but really, how much is that going to matter against someone who's been in the game like Wong, you know?
No, absolutely.
So,
you know,
yeah.
so round one, Superboy.
All right, fuck both of you.
I'm
going to bed.
I see you, Q. I
Hey,
see
we're on the same plane.
No, it's definitely Wong.
All right, and a surprise twist, Superboy has been knocked out.
What a
That was the one trump card against him that I could really imagine just no fight against, you know? So I was like, okay, if he gets Wong, it's game over for Superboy. And done it was. So bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bang.
Bada bang-a-lang. I'm just gonna put the winner over there. All right. Cool.
Alrighty, so round two. Kevin, you choose
Sure.
first.
Yeah, last time shuffling them up didn't do me too much good there. Although I thought it would, because it's like Superboy out the gate. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, all right.
Cool.
So, player number two. Who is your fighter?
So I got none other than Miles Morales.
Ooh,
indeed.
Shit.
As we recalled the other night, yes, the very same who was in Spider-Verse, one of the many movies we've talked about on the podcast before. One of the Spider Boys, like that shirt you're wearing over there. Although yours is Spider Girl, he was Spider-Man. Working with Peter Parker himself, actually.
That is true.
Indeed, yes.
There's also a little bit of Venom on this shirt.
Also a little bit of Venom. There's a lot of bit of Venom. It's a black shirt.
Yeah. Well, you know,
It's a good symbiote shirt.
as the shirt says, back in black.
And that was a great run.
It was. Nothing beats the symbiote series. So.
Yeah.
So, player number one. What a measly, low-powered character you bring into the fight here.
I have X-23.
Oh, shit.
Okay. That's a good matchup.
Take
Fuck.
that.
Yeah.
Take that back.
Okay.
Okay, so Kevin, go ahead and. Why do you think Miles Morales really got a leg up here?
I'm going to bring an environmental factor into a bit of my examples here, so bear with that. Just know off the cuff that's happening. Imagine a cityscape, night or day, doesn't really matter. But Miles Morales has the advantage of agility and also just straight up way better movement in this cityscape. He's going to be able to go up high, Venom Bolt her ass down, and be able to either incapacitate her, be able to successfully maneuver and outrun her and survive the encounter, or better yet, just be able to subdue her.
Yeah.
Defeating her? No, that's not his game. Miles Morales is not a killer, but he will win.
Except with the lady.
Oh yeah. Remember the hand on the shoulder.
Hey. Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Or he just seduces her. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hey baby, you're not seeing Angel no more. Come over here.
Come over here. Okay, so given that environment, yeah,
Sure.
The only problem with Spider-Man is that you take them out of the city. What do they swing into?
True. I'm thinking there might be something similar in the woods, though it would definitely be more difficult. Let's not argue
What
that.
about Spider-Man in the desert?
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
well, he thwoops to a hallucination and tries to swing from it.
A fake oasis over there, yeah.
Look, the palm tree.
The web just falls into the sand and gets all
Exactly.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
Just, then it just becomes a sand whip.
Yeah, it's just like, oh gosh. That might be effective too, though. Just whoosh.
That's true.
Yeah.
No,
There you go.
Actually, if any publishers out there want to work with us,
we'd be willing to sell the rights to the idea.
I know, right?
The
comic's going to be called Spider Superhero Homie Man.
or
title pending.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
No, I love it. Too late. It's done.
What about Sand Spider?
I think that's more
Actually,
manageable.
no, that worked. Fuck.
But I like underneath that superhero homie Spider-Man or whatever the fuck it was.
Spider Superhero Homie
There we
Man.
go.
But it's all hyphenated.
Exactly.
The whole thing is
exactly.
connected.
It's like the Amazing Spider-Man decal.
Right.
But just
it's a big font.
and nobody.
It's half the cover.
It's a little pamphlet. Anyways, so against Miles Morales, as I have a stroke over here.
Oh dear.
Q, how do you think X-23 is really going to get the jump?
So the thing about X-23 is that in a lot of regards, she was a bigger success than Wolverine, in the sense that she was more fully capable and more of a functioning killing machine than Wolverine.
You just pissed off a few listeners.
I think I just pissed you off.
No, you didn't.
Dear homie, please note Kevin's expression of absolute dismay and absolute hatred that's burning behind his eyes for Q right now. Go ahead, Q. Please badmouth Logan Moore.
Oh, yes. So he's a piece of shit that's in way too many comics.
Well, fuck.
We're all glad he's dead.
I fart in your general direction.
My goodness.
Yep.
I do smell some elderberries, but
Of course not.
So really, what is some of the key features that are going to give her?
She literally has a killer instinct, and I mean that with all seriousness, no pun intended. And her killer instinct is the fact that she does have super keen senses of smell, hearing, reflexes. She does have obviously an extreme healing factor, and as far as the thwipping web goes, hell, I've never seen her get thwipped, but Wolverine has never had a problem cutting himself free when he couldn't break free. X-23, once again, it's kind of like the last time she was up against one of the Archers. I think.
I think she was against DC's Red Arrow, I think, for our tournament. Or are you just talking about in the comics?
No, she was against Kate.
Yeah, Kate Bishop. Yeah.
That's who she was with last time.
Yeah. And, kind of like that with, yes, her whole biggest obstacle would be overcoming that distance. But once again, she has been...
It was Speedy.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
It was Speedy.
Okay.
Reaver was against...
Ravager. That's
Ravager.
right.
There you go. Reaver,
Yeah.
But the
X-23 fought the Reavers.
Yeah. But
Full
the thing
circle.
of it is with X-23 though is that she would have to overcome the whole thing about the range distance. But here's the thing: she has been programmed even to learn how to deal with people with long distance guns, rifles, pistols, and all the such. If she can take a bullet and literally keep going, then there's no reason why she can't handle a webbing coming her way or a venom blast even at that.
I will say this is a hard one because
This is actually a good matchup.
This really is because it puts two people against each other that genuinely have absurd reflexes.
Yep. Yeah. And then one thing I forgot to mention, of course, Miles Morales' spider senses.
Well, no,
exactly. We can't.
That's
that
the fact that so let's put ourselves in an urban situation because of X-23's hunting capabilities. She would have no problem keeping track of Miles.
Yep.
But at the same time, anytime she was about to strike, his spidey sense would be triggered. But I think that even with the spidey sense helping him out, I think her, because, the way we see it a lot of the times is that time slows down for him and his reflexes are moving so fast.
That's the common depiction.
Because it's genuinely, you were functioning on a higher capability. But I think in this moment, because of also her heightened reflexes, they would essentially be moving at the same time. So he would not be dealing with an opponent that's moving slower than him, essentially telegraphing all of their moves. She's almost moving at the exact same speed. So now they're almost on even footing. And I think I'm going to give this to X-23.
Okay.
Because Miles is not going, like you said, he's not going to kill.
Right.
he might, beat the shit out of you or something like that. But
right. Like, I imagined Miles really from his character and his standpoint from, like, in the comics and whatnot, like, he would subdue or, like, essentially pacify and run away before actually, like, putting that beat down on her like she would him.
Well, and that's the thing. Even if he webbed her up, I mean, the fact that your weapons, no matter how you're pinned, your arms are pinned to your body, the retractable claws essentially give you a piercing weapon that goes right through it, and then a leverage to start cutting more out. Right. So even if he webs her up, I think she can escape.
The only one I'm unfamiliar with there and the principles of how it works is the Venom Bolt, like the Venom Blast that he would have.
Yeah, actually, I don't know how the Venom Blast does it just like temporarily stun?
I've seen it different in each of the comics I've seen with it, though.
Yeah, it functions almost like a stun blast with swords.
That's what I was thinking, because I'm trying to, like, I don't quite. It's been a little while.
So it's not like an acidic melting property. No. It's more of just like venom, and then gosh.
To me, it seems more like an electrical surge is really what I get out of the flavor of the Venom Bolt.
Right. Yeah. If you strip it down, that's
right.
It's more of a tase kind of like a tasing.
Venom Bolt just sounds better for a spider market.
Well, I mean, sure. For sure, you've got to get your brand right. I mean, but I think that in the end, when X-23 lands a blow, it's going to be a critical hit that. Miles does not have, even though Spider-Men are tough,
right? Adamantine claws are tougher.
It's just like looking at the beginning of the Spider-Verse when Peter Parker gets trapped. Like, he's still a dude. He's strong as fuck, and he can take a hell of a hit. But if you are trapped under something and your body is crushed, or you're cut up, or you're fucked up, or you're punctured, in the end, her killer instinct is going to kill him. And she will become the victor.
Cool.
That's how I see that.
This was a close one. I could have seen this one going either way.
I couldn't see him subduing her enough to prevent. I mean, if there was like a time,
X-23 is a resilient person.
Then I think Miles would win. Like the sprint versus
even then. I was about to say, even then.
But like, think about it. Like, in a fighting game, if you subdue the other player long enough, like take the health bar out of it. Like, if you can hit them at the last possible second before it strikes 00, you technically win because you have a little more health. So even if he could, if it was a sprint where he could subdue her long enough to essentially have the match run out, then I think Miles has a chance. But with the long endurance situation, I think he's got her, or she's got him in the bag. And the range is an issue too, because Spider-Man can get crazy places and like
the actual fathomable experience. I would actually, think of seeing in the comic book, something that I think would actually happen would be like he's trying to basically outdo her by outrunning her type thing. Like he would outmaneuver the shit around her and then be able to basically escape
He's flying down the center of New York streets at probably like 60, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, that swinging speed?
When he's penduluming through the city. Like, the dude's booking it. There's no way she can maybe run 30 miles an hour at like dead sprint. She's good. Like, that's fast.
But there's also New York, so run through all this.
Exactly. And
all the hindrances and people and stuff like that.
I mean, there's a lot of extra factors if you wanted to put him in that would give him a large advantage. But I think in the end, I think that killer instinct and that hunting ability is going to kill him in the end.
I think for me, one of the defining things that kind of gives Laura the edge is, if she were going up against Peter Parker, it'd be a totally different fight. Just because Peter, he's so goddamn clever. And he knows how to utilize everything that he has. His environment, his webbing.
He would probably use the environment way more than Miles would. Like, if they were in the woods or something, he would probably like pull down a tree branch and then like use it as like a mace of sorts.
Well, it's like,
or something,
I kind of think about when he would literally take like I-beams and like wrap them around a foe to literally subdue them. Like, when a web wasn't strong enough, literally taking a beam of steel and bending it around them to like stop them. And
with Peter, it's also the fact that he'd web a foot just to distract you first. You lean down for the foot, then he gets your opposite arm.
Exactly.
Right.
And then he has that
step
mad
2.
awesome uppercut or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
And while Miles is definitely capable, I don't think that Miles.
One, he doesn't have that experience.
Exactly,
In most of the canonical tales that we know, not yet,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Cool. All right. Your turn, my friend.
Oh,
Player
right.
number 1.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, shit.
Round 3, correct?
Round 3.
Round 3. Player
Round
number
3.
1.
In the one where we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, just 4 rounds total.
4 rounds. Round number 3.
Or okay. I'm confusing myself. 4 matches in the second round.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes,
Let's be correct.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
What do you got? Oh, that's
Okay.
that's either good or that's really bad.
I
that's bad.
can't tell yet.
I have the world's greatest butler again.
Okay.
It would only make sense that the Batman
I know,
himself
right?
gets his butler.
So, I think I might actually have a win here this time.
Okay.
I got War Machine.
I disagree.
Yep.
Even without
Guns.
any explanation or defense, I gotta tell you, I'm heavily leaning one direction.
I mean, let's give Kevin a chance here.
No, I just wanted to tell you I love Harry. So.
Oh, okay. There you go. Get the fuck out.
So
I saw an article with
I'll,
him. Get off my back.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
So will War Machine.
Alfred's defense is
What is Alfred's defense?
the Batcave.
Oh.
The Batcave is a living weapon, a living arsenal, full of utilities, all that Alfred does know how to utilize because he works on these things damn near daily.
If War Machine would be dumb enough to fly directly in there.
That's
sure.
where Alfred's gonna be here. Like, if Alfred's going out getting groceries,
So I will say, if we give Miles Morales the New York City
The environment there?
if we do,
Okay.
that
That makes the most sense.
yeah. So let's give Alfred the Batcave.
Okay.
in the Batcave, Alfred has utilities he can use at his disposal, such as the various Bat gadgets, some of which are EMPs that can nullify a lot of the technology that War Machine uses. Alfred has access to not just one, but several Batmobiles, all of which have damn near tank rounds that are meant to take out log structural integrities or whatnot. He has access to the Batplane. He has access to the Bat bikes. He has access to a giant fucking dinosaur. It's just there. Okay, I wanted to mention it. But most importantly,
Is it a real dinosaur?
No.
Oh, okay.
It came from an old story from back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
is it actually real?
It's just kind of like that one
technically-
token of respect that's always put in the Batcave.
Technically, it came from Batman on Dinosaur Island. That was the name of the comic run.
Okay.
But also, and most importantly, Alfred has access to the Bat computer, which has access to, of course, the Wayne Enterprise satellite and everything else. So from that one mainframe computer, Alfred has access to not only everything within the Batcave, but if you even plan on thinking about intruding, that Bat computer is going to be there to work as like a nullifier. He can use it to cloak himself, not himself personally, but the entirety of the Batcave. Like, I'm invisible to you guys now. He can potentially use that shit to crack into War Machine's tech. Had it been an Iron Man suit, I'd say the nay. But with the War Machine suit,
such formality.
I know, right?
I say the nay.
I've been reading Thor lately.
Oh, there you go.
War of the Realms.
Yeah.
So tell me why this is utter bullshit and War Machine will just stomp this old man.
So Q mentions a lot of cool things, and yes, the Batcave does have all these awesome toys and tools and all these fun little gadgets and things. But you got to remember, the Joker, a man who had no War Machine suit, came in and subdued Alfred, even in the fucking Batcave.
That is no mere man.
Neither is War Machine, because he's, a man with a suit full of technology that's going to nullify this old man. I mean, it's fucking War Machine against Alfred, dude.
But we're doing the caveat in the Batcave, though.
Sure,
so what
but War Machine's going to be able to blow something up or be able to...
So I will say, from the last round, the fact that the wielder of War Machine, a Q, said that the War Machine has many contingencies built into it.
Exactly.
Specifically built to deal with EMP, for hacking.
Yeah.
So, now, I don't know anything about Batman other than the fact that he names too many things with bat. Come on, Wayne, have some creativity. You have a whole marketing team.
Right,
you could
right,
probably
right.
get a hold behind you. Yeah, just say. But I genuinely don't know how good the Bat computer is. Could it actually hack in?
I mean, but
I don't
that's
know.
the thing. That's if War Machine gives him enough time to actually like make it over to the Bat computer and then to also program and do things. I mean, War Machine's gonna act faster than that.
Well,
Come
so
on.
the thing is that I see the Batcave is like the bulkhead doors that seal off the waterfall or whatever. Like he's got to get through those in order to get to Alfred. I see a lot of contingencies.
I
But
mean, that's
if we take- if
that's
we-
very
if
situational
we
at the same
take-
time, though. Yeah.
But if we take away the Batcave, Alfred's just getting stomped, dude. Like he's just like straight up American History X curb stomped.
well,
like,
British history, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
That was a very brutal scene. From
that
the
was
very end
that,
of the
Right.
movie.
that was a very brutal scene. Like, and the fact that it's also a mechanized suit is just going to make it that much more brutal.
Yep.
But it, like, I don't know. As the judge, I would say, I wouldn't. How many of the Batcave utilities can Alfred access at a moment? In a moment,
Exactly.
how much aid can he actually bring against War Machine?
I think Alfred's main like action would be to call Batman back to say, "Whoa, shit, we got some shit going down."
Well,
That would be what he does once he got a moment of freedom to save his own goddamn life.
yeah.
I can't signal.
I don't know, man. I can see it happening different for different comics, different artists. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But given that stipulation, how much, if we are going to do the Batcave, Alfred in the Batcave against War Machine to give Alfred a fighting chance,
Yes.
how much defense can he muster against War Machine? In a moment of
okay.
suddenly like
if
wait,
he
wait,
sees-
like on the radar, Warhammer's coming in full
Sure.
supersonic speed.
Yes.
Bulkheads are like closing. He's able to get through the first one. Maybe he's got to blast his way through the second one. Suddenly, panic
yeah.
mode.
Yes.
What does he do?
In that situation, in which Kevin mentioned a pseudo situation with Alfred did this one time, I'm going to pull out the ultimate trump card in which Alfred would use in this situation.
Build a wall.
It'd be huge. Alfred's going to the Hellbat.
The Hellbat?
The Hellbat is the ultimate Batman tech.
Is it a mechanized suit?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Here's,
all right. Wait a minute.
here's the contingency though. With the Hellbat, it is extremely timed because it does sap the life of the user.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You have hours, but that's with Bruce Wayne is piling it. With Alfred, it may be different.
This became extremely situational. I mean,
Well, I mean, let's
Yeah.
explore it. We're playing a game here. So, because obviously it's going to be
Okay.
a curb stomp nonetheless. So,
yeah.
you know, here, I'll
Yeah.
say this. Round 3.
Also,
War
I
Machine
don't
wins.
remember talking about the Hellbat though.
But I want to explore this.
No, you
because
mentioned the fact he put on a cowl. That he
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah,
he
that's
stood-
not that I
he
talked
stood
about.
in
Yeah,
front of the mirror naked with just the cowl on.
we did joke about that.
I'm
Yeah.
the Batman.
Okay.
So, but that is interesting. Like is the Hellbat essentially like? Is it like an Iron Man
suit.
or is it more like a War Machine?
The Hellbat is. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, grabbing it. Anyways, the Hellbat is a suit that is used for space travel. It is used for extreme combat. It can withstand blows and even take down the likes of Darkseid, even if just temporary. It has, of course, lasers. It does have. It's made for war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, let's also be accurate here if we're going to go this deep into this bullshit. Hellbat was made for Bruce Wayne.
Kevin, you already won. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it.
Okay, fine.
Hellbat was made for Bruce Wayne, not an older gentleman like Alfred.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm saying
let's
that,
call it
like,
what it
if
is.
if he goes into that
Yeah.
into the Hellbat, he's
Alfred
in
knows
this situation. Alfred is dying regardless. Like, this is a situation where Alfred
It's going to be
gives up
another
his
depiction
life
of his death.
to save the Batcave, and then Wayne's going to show up later and then go absolute ape shit. Like, that's what's going to happen. But I would think maybe the Hellbat would give. I keep wanting to call him Jeeves, and I feel really bad. Alfred. It's like my first.
That's your butler name. Like, your brain says Jeeves is Butler.
My top of the list butler name is Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I think if Alfred did get into the Hellbat, I think he would have a fighting chance for a little while.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
But I
I
think
mean,
the
Hellbat's
sheer
dope.
arsenal probably of War Machine would still overcome, because I mean, because like what I asked about last time about Alfred actually having some, like, he has combat training, but does he have any, like, martial skill?
Yeah.
And really, I think what would make a mechanized suit dangerous is that you have the capability of really knowing martial arts or some martial ability. So he might be able to land a couple blows, but I think War Machine's sheer capability in the end would win out against.
I will say this though, you guys got my imagination juices flowing here, so
dare
bear
you.
with me. So I wouldn't imagine Alfred gets in the Hellbat for the sake of the story that we're writing here together. Instead, it's Bruce Wayne who makes it back to the cave, and then Alfred, he's been trying to distract War Machine using all these fancy toys and gadgets and gizmos. Instead, Bruce Wayne steps out at the end of comic book issue 1 wearing the Hellbat, and that's the lead into issue 2, Hellbat versus War Machine. Done.
Or Wayne steps out of the shower and is like, what the hell is going on in here?
There you go.
We'll definitely leave it at that, though. For
sure.
I do want to say, though, kudos to myself for putting up Alfred against
You
fucking
did.
War Machine.
You did.
I will say, that
Like,
was, you know,
it became a conversation. I turned over Superboy like he was a pancake, but you're just like, oh, fuck, Alfred, let's do it. So kudos.
well, you got to give some,
That's respect.
fuck
That is.
Superboy, but Jeeves, Jeeves is a very different thing. Sorry, I meant Alfred.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
So round 3 goes to War Machine.
There we go. All right. Same
Round
time.
4.
Same time.
Shit, the
Same time.
last one?
Same
Last
time.
one for round 2.
There you go. All right. Somehow we diplomatically picked it at the same time. I'm impressed.
One of us has...
One of us
I
has.
believe Q read first last time, so
Okay.
Kevin, player number 2, please read us your fighter.
I got Donna Troy.
Oh,
Yep.
all right.
She's been my girl because I got her last time too. Actually, yeah.
I kept calling her
have-
Diane.
I have Ravager.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
So last time Ravager took down a young woman who was an archer, and she did so quite well, we decided. Kate Bishop was her opponent. This time her opponent is no Kate Bishop. This time her opponent is another Amazonian.
Or no.
What?
No, I thought Ravager's name is Rose, isn't it?
Yeah, Rose Wilson.
Oh,
My
yeah,
man, good
yeah,
memory.
yeah. I was
Good
like-
job,
I
good
was like-
job.
I was trying to remember. Yeah. Anyways,
Impressive.
so
But this time, her opponent's Donna Troy. Wonder Woman in training, essentially. Essentially. But she's a badass with that lasso of truth. She is.
I thought Wonder Woman had the lasso of truth.
yeah,
Has she
it,
like
yeah.
given it up?
it depends on certain continuity. Somehow
Right,
there's
right.
another one.
I'm pulling it into this one.
Oh, I
They
so
rebranded the
you're
lasso of
cheating.
truth and made 2 lassos of truth.
you know, it's the simple mitosis of the lasso
yeah.
of truth.
You don't know the properties of it.
Yeah, we have like a whole storage house.
Come back
that just,
in
like,
approximately 8 years, 8 years and 3 months, and it'll be
gestation-
4 ropes.
The,
Yep.
the gestational period of
Exactly.
the lasso of truth.
Yep.
is
Yes.
8 years.
Wow, that's a long time to carry a lasso. of
Right? Yeah. But then all of a sudden you got 2 lassos.
Wow, I tell you what, double whip.
But Donna Troy only has the one. It's only been 7 years. But yeah, lasso of
Worthless.
truth. She knows how to use that damn thing. She's gonna whip up our girl Ravager no problem. And then on top of that, she's got the strength to outdo Ravager. Even though she does have a healing factor, that's not going to come into play when you got someone who's got enough strength to knock you out on the first blow and to literally subdue and probably accidentally kill you.
I don't think Donna's that strong.
Sorry, I was just thinking about getting hit by the lasso of truth.
I know,
was
right?
like, what's going to happen? She's going to say how much she's actually going to kill her.
That's true.
You have to tell me the truth. I'm going to fucking kill you.
I know, right? Especially if it's like one of the older Wonder Woman episodes. Where it's like, what's your truth? I don't know what Ravager would say then. It's like, I miss my brother. I mean,
I don't clean up my toenail clippings.
I have mixed feelings about my father. We all knew that. Come on. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a season 2 joke or something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I didn't take out the trash last Tuesday. I blamed my brother on it. I don't feel bad.
Then the lasso squeeze tighter. Okay, I feel a little bad.
God, these are really shitty truths.
You're
really shallow.
It's not the main lasso of truth.
Yep.
That's the thing.
It's the lasso of partial truth.
Well, no, that's the thing. Every time it divides, it gleans a little less truth out
Exactly.
of the person.
Eventually, it just becomes a lasso bullshit.
Right.
It's just a lasso.
Just a really tough lasso.
Yep.
I mean, this is gold.
Oh,
right here.
man,
Kind of
yeah.
like the lasso of truth.
Donna's like Wonder Woman. Diana, you got to give me a better lasso than this one.
Come on.
Please, can I
This is the bad one in the batch.
Can I borrow yours, please?
No. I gotta.
At least your shield, your bracer, something. Damn.
I gotta go hang out with Superman.
Your sword?
Yep. Okay, so given the immense strength of an Amazon and a lasso, I imagine, because I always envision Amazons fighting with the kind of like buckler, shield, and sword. Yeah. What gives
Ravager.
What gives Ravager the upper hand in this situation?
You keep giving her the in.
Yeah. I do what I can. It's the simple things that count.
So, very similar to X-23, Ravager is a trained killer, whereas Donna is not. Donna,
She's trained.
She may be trained, but she is not Ravager trained. We're talking about the daughter of Deathstroke, who is from Batman's own accord one of the deadliest foes he has ever faced. A man whose brain capacity is so goddamn quick that if you make one misstep, that's your ass. He has trained his daughter to have very similar feats of combat awareness as he does, and she also has a very similar arsenal at her disposal as well. So she has a bevy of guns. She has a bevy of different types of weaponry, swords, blades, and whatnot. Every time you think that you have Ravager cornered or defeated, that's when you realize that you don't fucked up, and you don't.
Her dad, it's yo ass.
Exactly,
For
with
her,
your ass.
it's you fucked up.
Yep, there you go.
No, honey, you got to make your own brand.
You gotta make your own brand, make your own catchphrase.
It's your ass. That's my thing. But you fuck with my thing.
It's a whole family thing, you know.
Yeah. What's the brother's catch line? Yeah, don't worry about it.
I was about to say, yeah.
It's your
His wasn't good
ass.
And also,
so you got to try better.
I know, right?
And also, I will say, spoiler alert for Titan Season 2, only one of these two made it out of that season, and it wasn't Donna
Get
Troy.
out. What? Get out with that shit.
So
Her death was unjust. And I will also say this. She's trained to be like a Deathstroke, but not exactly.
I don't know. The way you were hyping her up last round, you know,
It's so weird to switch. It is. It's so hypocritical even. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember you talking about her in a lot different light.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I was arguing how War Machine could beat Hope Summers. Now I'm like, he can't beat Alfred. You know, it's all about.
I was about to say, we went from Omega level mutant to Butler.
So,
Yep.
I will say I am leaning more towards Ravager.
Okay.
Mainly, well, one, because we know there is an established regenerative ability.
Right.
Though not like instantaneous.
Right.
She can take a blow just as well. Amazonians are strong.
Yeah.
But without what are the bracers?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say, would Donna have those? Because I'm unfamiliar with that.
No, she wouldn't, because those are Wonder Woman's.
Yeah, Wonder Woman has.
Would she have her own like Amazon braces of some kind though?
She would.
I guess they wouldn't have the same magical properties.
They
Though,
would
so
just.
never
They
mind.
would just.
They're just bracers.
They would be ornamental.
Yeah.
We're not ornamental. They would serve a purpose for.
They would be battle bracers, but
Right.
I don't think they're the same as Wonder Woman's. Let's deflect bullets and like laser blast with these.
She definitely does not have bracers of defense. She really get that. That's was it +2?
+2.
With the exception of the lasso of truth, all the cool shit goes to Wonder Woman.
It really does. Yeah.
She
Donna's
has that fucking shield.
Donna's like the stepchildren of sidekicks, unfortunately.
yeah. It's like your older sister came in.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingdom Come, Wonder Woman didn't age, but Donna did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, that's bullshit. Yeah, dude. Donna actually made it to like, grandmother, like, matron status, but then all of a sudden, Wonder Woman is, still fucking daggum Wonder Woman.
Wait, so is Donna an old woman?
No. Kingdom Come takes place in the future.
No, Kingdom Come is a future-based story.
Wait a minute. Is this another Alfred situation? Kevin, you cannot win this. I have an old Amazon fighting
right?
I was like, oh my god.
Come over here, Sonny.
I'm not as steady as I used to be, but I can still kick your ass.
As soon as I get my teeth in, I'm gonna.
That's a mean stereotype, Kevin. Or Q. Not all old people have false teeth.
Some just have no teeth.
It's kind of like that old saying, not all old people have false teeth, but all false teeth have old people.
I'm trying to think, actually. There was a guy I knew. I met him in California. He had fake front teeth. He could actually pull them out and stuff.
Yeah, I've met a guy
He
like
wasn't that old.
No. I mean,
but he was older, I guess. So
people getting hit in
Like
the mouth and
veneers
stuff like
or-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get hit hard enough in the mouth and...
Oh, that was loud. Excuse me. Yeah.
Dear homies, the sound that Kevin just made was so absurdly loud in one's ears that one might think...
Go to bed.
Nay.
You're tired. Go to bed.
I am so sleepy. I should...
You should be good, actually. I gave you a couple shots of the caffeine here.
Didn't help. It's total bullshit. it's snake oil.
Here, have some more then. Have some more snake oil.
I'm okay. I'll just drink this water here.
There you go.
I'll filter out this poison.
Dink it. Come over here. Dink it. Yep. Dink it. Boom.
Dink. But I will say, I genuinely think that...
Light dink.
To Valhalla. You're drunk, Thor. Go home. I'm gonna drink a drink. Let me slide into your DMs. What?
Oh, gosh.
Funny side story really quick.
What's up?
Because we're flying through this. Thor, he did slide into She-Hulk's DMs.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
when did this happen?
fuck, I had to pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like,
It was at the Avengers reunion party. Oh, my.
Thor and I share something in common.
You like big green women?
Well, that's a given.
Oh,
But we have a name in common.
You and Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
His
Blake.
last name.
Oh, yeah, Donald Blake. Yeah. So it's like your name is Donald?
Yeah.
No, my name is.
Your
not
name is
Donald.
Odin's son.
That is true. My father does call me Odin's son.
Blake Odin's son.
When he calls me, he goes, "Odin's son, what is your report?" And I'm like, still working on the frost
I'm
giants,
doing good,
Dad.
I just imagine like your dad calling you up, Odin's son. How fare thee? How goes the report?
Sure,
and you're just like, oh, I'm doing all right, Dad.
I've had to call him a couple times and be like, "Hey, Father Odin, Dad,
Odin,
Pops,
Dad."
You wouldn't happen to be able to float me some more mead, would you? I'm kind of like, I've sold all my mead.
This is becoming once a month.
Well, yeah, it's not my fault. I mean, they keep upping rent, and I don't have enough, mead money, and so it's got to come from somewhere, right? It doesn't just flow. This isn't Asgard, Dad. This is Earth. This is the mortal realms.
I banished you from Asgard so you can learn responsibilities.
Well, you know what?
Loki comes in. I've been learning responsibility, Odin, father.
Shut the fuck up, stepson.
But this is on like Odin's side. So it's just like that awkward like conference call. It's like, do you have me on speakerphone right now?
No, don't worry about this.
Hello, brother.
God, this asshole. Can you just send the money, please?
Are you coming over for Asgardian givings?
I'm going to my girlfriend's this year, and
You know it's tradition.
well, you know,
He's going to that Jane bitch.
She-Hulk's family is really all about.
You know,
She-Hulk this time. Okay.
Lady Sif has been asking about you.
Well, what's that? You need me over there?
Son, don't you?
I gotta go. They're gonna.
You're so cool and powerful. We love you.
All right.
You're making stuff up, son.
All right, bye, Dad.
God damn it. Me, damn it.
And scene.
So Ravager and Donna Troy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. How the fuck did that happen?
We went, dear homie. We went on a beautiful.
We need to go back over the past 5 minutes and check on
No.
what happened.
Let's just enjoy the ride.
We
that
got lost in
went
the
on.
woods.
We went down a happy little trail, and you know what? Oh, here's the path. Oh, what about that? Round number 4. Oh no, that was round number 4.
No, match 4.
Match 4. No, match 2.
Well, who? No. We're in round 2, match 4.
That's right. Sorry, round 2.
Yes.
End of round 2. Now going into round 3.
Who won? Who's
Well, then who won, dude? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was totally Ravager.
Oh,
Ravager?
okay.
Okay.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
I thought I said that right before we went on the
You may have,
the
but once
excursion.
again, we've been lost for so long.
Right. Like, yeah.
The brush is thick around here. I'll tell you what.
All right, and so that's the end.
That's the
Round
end
2.
of round 2.
So
And
we
catch you
have,
guys next week for round 3.
I'm gonna say, stay tuned for episode 3.
Next time on Superhero Hummies.
Will he ever reach true form?
Nope, Blake's just taking a dump. And we're back.
How that was.
Yeah.
All right, I've been shuffling the papers here, hence that background scratchy noise there.
No, this is the semifinals.
The semifinals. Yep. All right.
We have
Yeah, I
4
guess it is.
competitors total.
God.
Okay. Oh. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. Never mind.
A 4-way.
Yeah.
Nah, battle royale. Nah.
No, because the 4-way makes that the finals, not the semifinals.
Yeah.
Then, so never
keep
mind.
it in
What,
the
what I was going to do is pairs.
Oh, like
Yeah,
that.
like 2-on-2 type thing. I don't know.
Maybe for next time.
Yeah.
Maybe for next time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nah, I don't know. Sidekicks probably. Well, we did have a lot of Titans, so never mind. They will work together, but I don't know. All right, I'm picking one. You get.
Not that one.
Booyah.
God damn it.
All right.
Somehow it's Alfred again. Son of a bitch.
He didn't even win.
It's like I'm pretty sure I threw him over there. So.
Nobody kills Alfred. I'm back, bitches. And I'm the Batman.
I'm the Batman.
Look at me. Alfred, put some fucking pants on.
And stop wearing the cowl. Stop wearing it naked.
It's weird. You have a batarang.
It's like it's loosely fitting. Come on. You got one ear flopped.
We've talked about this, Alfred. This has got to stop.
You're not swole enough, Alfred. You're not swole enough. Got him.
Been practicing that one all day.
Nailed it.
Alfred, you're fired.
You can't fire me. I am tenured.
Son of a bitch he is. All right.
So, player number 1.
What you got?
Who you rolling deep with?
I'm sticking with X-23.
I was hoping you'd have her. Because I got Ravager.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Yep. I was hoping that the two regen people would go against each other.
Yeah,
So-
regen, 2 melee.
Yeah, let's debate this one together.
Yeah.
Okay, so between the two, because they're so similar, who's got the better regen factor?
X-23.
X23.
Done. Okay, let's get the obvious out there. Who's got the tougher skeleton?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't.
Really?
It's not X23, but she has a
Well,
human frame.
I read that she does have a partial skeleton
No,
in certain
it's-
continuities.
it's just- I thought
Well,
it's
no,
just
it's
her
certain
claws.
continuities.
Well, then you have to decide what continuity. Then.
Exactly.
You can't
But
just-
earlier we said only the human skeleton, I suppose.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. All the rounds we've been doing with just
And-
human
and
skeleton.
I would say that Ravager does have armor. You know, she does wear.
She has armor.
Yeah.
I will say this: Ravager has the better arsenal. She would be able to
Yeah.
pull some trickery out with like her weaponry and bullshit like that. Yeah.
Very true.
And then we can't forget that Ravager also does have slight psychic capability or telekinetic,
telepathic.
telepathic. Thank you,
Yeah,
telepathic.
she can read slight moves in certain situations.
Right. Yeah.
So, a good question is, if X-23 is shot in the head,
it would put her down. It wouldn't. Would it kill her?
It would kill her momentarily, wouldn't it? Because you'd lose all brain function until the brain repairs.
Wait. That's the thing, though. Is this one of the continuities where region factor could bring you back from the brink of death? Could it bring you back from death?
Well, it's because as we talked with Logan, the only reason he's able to regen from literally having his entire body destroyed is because
the brain
is encased.
Yeah,
but in the situation where the brain, I think of it kind of like Deadpool. Deadpool's shot in the head.
Well, no, his regen factor's off the charts. I'd say he has the best.
No, I understand that.
Oh, okay, what you about to say?
If when he's shot in the head, he goes down.
Exactly.
And then he pops back. He's like, man, that hurt.
How much later does he pop up, though? Because that's the question I guess we're asking here.
It's very...
That varies.
Well,
varies.
That we don't know. It's the severity of the damage. So if X-23 is shot anywhere in the head, causing any nerve or motor reflex issues and or unconsciousness...
Yeah.
That is a possible way because she can't dodge every fucking bullet.
No, she can't. Especially with Ravager, who's able to shoot a lot of them.
I mean, like if you get like a lung or a kidney blown out, you can still keep going until the regenerative factor kicks in.
I don't know how she does have a faster one than Logan because she does have a lighter frame. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and think about kind of like if we go from the depiction of the movies like X-Men 1 when Logan is shot in, isn't it Logan?
Yeah, it was X2.
Was that X2? Yeah, when he's shot in the head
and he goes down.
Yeah, and then like you see it like heal
come
up.
back.
If we take that as a standard, amplify that by 2, maybe.
No, or another example here, Wolverine Origins. That's the one when he even took an adamantium bullet to the head, and then that downed him for quite some time. And we don't know how much time, but a scene later he gets back up.
That movie.
But that's,
you haven't?
No, I tried to forget it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
just using that scene.
I don't remember that.
Not
scene.
the unspoken.
Yeah.
That creates a huge continuity flaw though, because in Logan that can kill him.
Right, because they're using it.
Oh fuck! I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That is some bullshit.
That's probably why we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
never mind. That's not this podcast. Okay. I was about to start going down that beaten path again. 10 minutes later, we're talking about fucking trees or something.
Dear homies, welcome back to the main path. We've been talking. We actually had to edit out 45 minutes. I hope you didn't hear the jump cut right there.
The homies know us better. They know we don't edit.
It came to blows. Kevin is very bruised.
Thor, this is your father Odin calling it now.
Dad, I'm in the middle of a movie. Then why did you pick up?
Oh, gosh.
But so with that kind of idea, because like genuinely, like I'm interested in this conversation as well because. If we have no partial adamantiums, we have 2 human frames.
Yep.
X-23 really doesn't wear any armor.
No.
Because she doesn't wear it for speed and agility.
Yeah, but I will say this though, just to make sure we're factoring everything.
X-Force suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been imagining
it's a
her
suit.
Yeah, it's a stealth
but it's not
suit,
like really. It might like scratch resistance.
It's more like padding and stuff like that, I guess, but not like armor.
Yeah.
But I mean, how good is armor against adamantium?
Very true. Also.
Yeah, because I mean, she's got adamantium claws, bang bang, and then a foot one, bang. So I don't know how effective even Ravager's armor is going to be. And heaven forbid it's the armor from season 2, because that only covered the boobs. That's all it did. That's not.
Everybody knows that women's skin is tougher than men's. That's why they don't need extra armor. You know that, right, Kevin?
Are we talking about Metal Gear again? Quiet?
No.
Okay.
That's. I'll have to show you some infographics.
Oh, pull them out your ass.
Yeah.
So I think the hardest discussion, maybe the one that's the kind of like the foundation of who wins here.
I feel like this is a worthy matchup for a Bat in the Sun. Sure. Shout out to those guys.
Who is the better combatant? You have one who was trained by the Wolverine and one who's trained by Deathstroke. You have one who was brought up.
I think that Ravager is going to have the advantage because she's genuinely... Logan is a scrapper.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's like a brawler. He's not a martial artist.
But he does know forms of martial arts. Several forms, yes.
Oh, wait, he trained with the...
He
the
does.
Is the Black Hand?
No. He didn't train with the Black Hand, according to my knowledge.
Who's the... there's that whole...
about
Spent time...
The hand. Sorry, not the Black Hand.
Okay. That makes sense.
Because I thought because he went to Japan...
Yeah.
Did he
go back and
No,
refresh.
he's
fighting
against them.
Yeah.
Because there's that awesome panel.
But you've got to think he's fighting against martial artists. He's fighting against fucking ninjas, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
the regular.
him. That is a different person, too.
No. But he would have that training that he could instill in her how to fight people like that.
At this point, we're loosely defining training because
Well,
I don't
also-
think you can teach experience on that level.
More defined training though for Laura would be what she actually got in the Weapon X facility.
There you go.
I actually don't know what all she got. I just know,
And that's kind of like that whole quote unquote kill instinct thing came from, where not only was it instilled by nature but also by nurture.
Right.
Like she was born a killer. That's what she was made for, to be a killer. And then the way they raised her with all the torture and all the different methods is very similar to Thanos and Gamora, how he kind of raised her.
the torture.
The torture. How you raise a little girl.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Would you say how you make a murderer?
How to make a
How to make a killing machine?
a weapon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, see, and that's, but at the same time, because I don't know the DC universe, is Ravager, is the training better than what would be given at Weapon X?
I think.
I feel like this is going to be one of those days of the week type things.
Yeah,
day
I
is it?
think
Wednesday?
what I see kind of happening here is.
I don't know. You guys know more, so I'm literally.
I mean, no, that's the thing though. Even with like the shit that we know and we've seen, it's a close toss up.
Okay, I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna give it to Ravager.
Okay.
Because I think if she can, if you throw an assault rifle at somebody,
Catch.
Well, you got me, you son of a bitch.
I
In Borderlands, that's a weapon. You could throw a weapon.
Well, yeah. Well, so think about it. Like if you've got 20 rounds and you try to pump them all into somebody's leg, you can cut through a person's leg just with bullets. Like
That's
you
true.
You can blow the bone out.
Yeah.
That puts her down on the ground. That puts her in a prone position. Then you go to one of your other arsenals and you start just hammering at the head.
I gotta fix that chair again. Dang.
Yeah, it's very
squeaking
squeaky.
like a
Dear homies, if you can hear the chair, I sincerely apologize. I'm trying my best
You know what,
here.
Q? We gotta hire Blake on to be our apologetic voice. Give me the voice one more time.
Everybody, shut up! Shut up!
No. It's a compliment.
I said, Kevin, shut up. Dear homies, I'm so terribly sorry. I'm doing my best here, and these two motherfuckers are trying my patience.
Welcome to the productions team.
Lord, how I'm trying.
There you go. Bringing those southern roots now.
Yeah, well,
I was gonna say though, I feel like for me the defining moment would be I do think that Ravager would hit Laura with what looks to be a kill shot for a normal person. Mm-hmm. She goes into inspect and then she's fucking gutted.
So well, but the thing is, I don't, and I agree with that idea, but I don't think.
I think Ravager would know better at the same time.
Well,
though.
No, she didn't know shit about
but
Laura.
no, but the thing is,
But she's been trained to not
during the course of the fight.
Yeah.
She would be seeing X-23
Exactly.
regenerating rapidly.
Yeah.
If
So
she's
I
as smart as
doubt-
you say she is, and
yeah.
she's so keened into looking for opponents' weaknesses.
Plus, this could be one of the moments
She's gonna see that. She's gonna start gunning for the legs, get them crippled, get them away, and then just start
Plus, if she's
throw a
not
grenade in
incapacitated,
there.
she could have one of those psychic relapse moments where all of a sudden she could sense thoughts coming from this corpse on the ground.
It's
like
never
some
by her
type of
own
thing.
will.
Yeah,
It's never.
that's
It'd
what
be
he
a random
said,
moment,
yeah.
but I'm saying it could be one of those clutch moments where all of a sudden it's like, oh fuck, kind of like almost a danger sense coming in to really help you out with the adrenaline.
Also,
yeah,
Laura has cut off her own arm just to use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
this was a close one.
Yeah, I will say it's like I could see it. Given the environment, given the situation,
yeah.
it could swing either way. But in my mind, I think Ravager's got just a slightly
more
better
advantageous.
edge.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
even
Yeah, she
even with
does.
the healing factor, which is huge. It doesn't always mean everything.
Right.
You and I both know, Kevin, even if you have all the healing factors on Risk of Rain 2 or 1, it won't save you from a massive damage hit.
Nope. Massive damage. Doesn't matter how many fungus mushrooms or...
Doesn't matter if you have 23 of them.
Yep.
You can still get
or first aid kits.
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
homies, we're assuming that all of you have played the obscure indie game known as Risk of Rain.
It's pretty dope.
I mean,
come play with us.
Everybody's playing it, Q.
Everybody.
It's more popular than Call of Duty. Who's like, I ain't gonna do it. Fuck this.
It's as popular as Fortnite.
It's not, because literally I got on at like 2 a.m. the other night, and I couldn't find a single lobby, and I was like, everybody's just asleep. That's how the world works.
Right. All at the same time.
Yeah. Halo 3 lobby.
You should have texted me. I would have joined you.
Why would I assume you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Why would you assume not?
Because I work nights, so I assume
everybody
else is asleep always.
Yeah. All right, shall we, my friend?
We shall. Is this 3
round,
or 4?
This is round 2.
This is round
2.
This is
round
3,
round 3,
match 2.
2.
So semifinals. This is the last match.
Hell yes.
Which means we got literally 2 more matches.
Yeah. So who goes up against Ravager?
Who goes up against Ravager? There's only 2 names left.
Yeah.
You've probably been able to deduct them.
I have never been paying that much attention.
Never mind.
See, the way you win a game is not to pay attention.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Right. Pick it up. Okay.
Yep.
It's the 2 W's.
Yeah.
Wally and Wagner.
That's it.
Kevin, I believe it is your turn. Player number 2.
So, if you guys, the homies, have been paying attention, you know that the 2 W's would have been Wong is one of them.
Wong finally changed his hand.
Indeed.
I didn't know it was Wong.
Yep.
And War Machine.
Yep.
We got a double MCU fight.
I mean, I guess it's a lame cover-up, but this is another one of those situations where it's situational. You know, it's magic versus bullets. It's magic versus gunpowder. Gunslinger versus sorcerer. I don't know, but I mean, damn, where to begin here? So
I've got my own ideas, but then again, I'm supposed to be the judge.
I know, right? Yeah. I imagine Wong here would. He obviously would know his own fair bit of magic and he's obviously good enough at magic that he can cast more than one spell at a time, which for me is one of the first clutch questions I need to ask myself. Is he strong enough and capable enough at magic to be able to really manipulate the field and maybe self-augment at the same time? Maybe like...
Can he keep a concentration spell?
I know, right? I imagine like he has some type of shielding up in my mind. Some type of Sidekick shield or something. I don't know if he knows the Sidekick magic, so you can, sight check me on that. I don't
assume he would be fairly well versed.
Yeah. I know the Sidekick bands was definitely Doctor Strange's go-to aesthetic thing.
I mean, I would assume he has a capability of like shielding himself, protecting. Yeah. I mean, he may not have the extent.
Doctor Strange's, a lot of his what appears to be dual magic just comes from magical artifact he wears.
No, that's true too. Yeah. That's true. So I'm that's, like I said, a legitimate clutch question. Could he dual cast? Because if he could, I would give this to Wong, just because he would be able to magic the environment, the situation there, buff himself, and just be able to fuck this all up. I don't know of any magical artifacts he has though. I don't know a continuity where
I do know of one.
What's that? What's
it's
that?
Well, I don't actually know the name.
No.
But it's the...
It doesn't count.
It's the rod that turns into... Like, it separates into segments.
Oh.
He had that for a little while.
Is it sad that the first rod came to mind was a Dragon Ball Z one, the extending pole?
Oh, power pole.
The power pole.
The power pole?
Yeah, but no, you're saying one that like...
about a D&D extendable rod, and I was like, that's not
Dragon
Ball Z.
I know we're really getting it tongue twisted up in here.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about I guess what you're saying is like it's a rod that basically can break in half magically.
Yeah, it's in Doctor Strange.
Okay.
It's like he's training with
the Ancient One, or Baron Mordo, or Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict
all right,
ass slapper.
Go sit on the couch. You've been time out for 5 minutes.
No, it's I'm sorry, dear homie. I know I sound like an absolute bumblefuck when I have all these images in my mind. I don't know names. I don't know characters. I'm like, I've seen that guy, and I remember the scene. Doctor Strange is training at the temple, and the gentleman in the green robes that later becomes the villain at the end.
Baron Mordo.
Is that Baron Mordo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Baron
I've
Mordo.
also really never read a whole lot of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But they're training, he brings out that rod. That's like when he attunes to it, essentially it breaks into like segments and it like elongates and becomes like a it's almost like a double whip kind of thing. Like at the at the end of or in I think not Endgame, Infinity Wars. Wong has it.
He does.
I'm pretty sure.
He very well may.
I was about to say, I don't recall that. But for the sake of the tournament, I'll say that sure.
I would assume he has. Doctor Strange would not have one of his right-hand man not have some artifacts or trinkets or baubles that give him...
Stephen Strange is a very selfish man.
Well, that is true. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I mean, he also had the sling ring in the movie, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So that all that now in the bag, I would say Wong would probably use the old party trick he did against Damien and basically portal War Machine out of the sky to take that advantage away from him.
Sorry, I'm imagining just like Wong at a party. It was like, hey, you want to see some crazy shit? Here's the punch bowl.
Look where that got.
God damn it, Wong! It's all over the fucking floor. You know how sticky this shit gets.
Not my fault. I'm Wong.
I told you if you want to see a party trick, that's Wong.
Check out how bald I am.
What's Wong's catchphrase? I'm Wong. Something stupid. I don't know. Anyway,
I know, right?
So
I imagine Rick and Morty could help us out with that one.
Yeah,
but
so with all that going for Wong, how does War Machine? How does he even manage to overcome such a heavy hitter?
Right. How does technology overcome magic?
I think in this case, for War Machine, it's fairly simple. He blasts him to oblivion. So we talk about Wong, and everything that we've mentioned with him so far has been purely defensive. Using a portal to bring him down to the ground, or using a pole to deflect, because that's going to work against a War Machine suit. War Machine has a literal arsenal at his disposal in terms of like his weaponry. We're talking in certain times, certain lasers, Gatling guns, missiles. Wong is still just a man.
Well, that's the thing, though. You can't put down abjuration. Wizards of Abjuration can do some cool shit, too. So imagine a defensive portal, sure, to, like, absorb the blast to oblivion, like you called it.
That's actually what I was thinking. I was like,
exactly. But then he
redirects. A missile barrage, and he's just like...
He portals it, and then he can redirect the second, like, receiving in portal right back to you. So he could literally just... Yeah,
I think that he could try, but at the same time, Wong has been fatally wounded by the simplest of shit. So is Doctor Strange. I'm talking a fucking pistol,
like a salami sandwich.
Yeah.
He was just eating one the other day.
Yeah,
and so like we're making a lot of assumptions here that one, he can get that he can summon and perform the spell in time enough.
He's been in training
to not only catch the thing in the portal, the missile in the portal, but also redirect it in a way they can come back and hit War Machine.
I would give it to him. This is Wong, man.
Yeah,
he's been around a minute.
This is Wong, the manservant, not Stephen Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Okay, daggone.
For a man who's defended Wong twice, you really have changed your tune.
You're a turncoat.
You're a real turncoat. Wong would be ashamed of you.
Wong would be ashamed.
You know what? Take his number out of your phone.
So Wong this whole time has been taking care of the boys. This is just another situation where he'd be taking care of the boy, just putting him down.
This is also a grown ass man with more combat experience than Damien and John put together twice over.
So the real question is, would they even fight each other? They're on the same side. I'm gonna call it a draw, guys.
They both sit down for tea.
Yeah.
War Machine's drinking it through the mask. Yes.
I told you. That salami sandwich.
It's also a matter of, okay, if this guy can redirect shit, I'm going to just shoot at his feet, a missile at his feet, ground gone, he's distracted, shot to the head. I can do that because my armor automatically ends at the vital points.
Yeah, and it's like, even if they're, like, you're not going to be able to dodge a laser. Maybe if there's like a telegraph of a laser, but, like, that's the speed of light, yo. I don't think Wong's
I was
that
about
fast.
to say, no. I mean, his reflex time, no. Because let's look at his weaknesses. He is older. So I imagine reflexes literally are not his strong suit. Or at least his strong suit against a metal suit. You're welcome.
You need to get the fuck out of here now.
I know, I'm going to bed.
All the rest of us have gone to bed or had to go. It's time for
it's time for me to go to bed. I get one every episode. We all do.
We need to change that limit.
Yeah. Let's
Wait a minute. I just did the one now, though.
Well, we just can we get a movement to add more chances? All in favor say aye. Wait, what? wait a minute. All right. So I'm as much as I want to go with my boy Wong, I think I got to go with War Machine.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. I think War Machine's gonna win it in the end because genuinely, even though War Machine is just a man in a suit,
yeah,
and Wong is a man with magic,
yeah,
he's, some might say, a magic man.
Okay, both of y'all get the fuck out.
No,
wait a minute. We all just said we all get another.
Voted in more. You said
so
I.
You just used your second.
Exactly.
There you go.
You didn't let me finish. I said I disagree.
Dear homie, if you had been here, you would have seen Q raise his hand in acknowledgement. So let the record state that this bullshit will not stand.
They weren't here. They can't see if I did that.
They can agree with me vicariously.
Homies, remember, you have to deal with me. He's going to be gone after this episode.
No, wait a minute, homies. You also have me, so don't worry about it, okay? We're good.
But I'll always be in your hearts.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay. Very well. So that was
the end of
round two.
Yeah.
Three.
That was round 3.
That was round 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now round 4 is a one and done.
My God.
This is the moment.
Final round.
So if you've been paying attention, dear homie, you know that these two people are going against each other. We're going to add that in post, right?
No.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, there's no post. Oh, yeah.
No, this is organic. We do everything.
Oh, no. I've messed up.
So we have 2 names left.
Yeah, so I defended the winner of the first match in round 3. You defended the winner of the second match in round 3. Shall we just keep those names? Or shall we redraw?
We got to redraw? You got to throw them back in that bucket.
Hey, either way, yeah. I mean, we already know the names are going to be in there.
Yeah.
I
as the judge will shuffle
go
them.
for it. I was actually just going to palm them and make but go for it.
Because I generally don't know what any of these are.
Really?
I haven't touched a single piece of paper this entire time.
True. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, I thought you meant like you don't know who the names are. It's like, we've been talking about them for two days.
No, once again, in an incredible plot twist, both pieces of paper say Alfred.
What?
That would be amazing. This game is haunted.
I know, right? Alfred comes back for his.
You can never kill the bat.
Alfred, what the fuck you doing?
God damn it, Alfred, put the fucking pants on! Nobody wants to see your old dick!
Why did we take Alfred's pants?
Do you not remember?
I want some pants.
Okay, alrighty.
Alright.
I'm continuing the shuffling.
Continue the shuffling. Yep. And as you continue to shuffle, homies, thank you guys for listening in and for playing our game with us. You guys are awesome. We hope that you guys have enjoyed the outcomes of these crazy-ass matches.
How have you guys done at home? What is your final two competitors?
Actually, that would be a... yeah.
When you hear the sound, turn the page. Okay.
I'm almost tempted to call it a third one.
Put your hands out right this instant. You put that hand up.
Hands assemble.
I swear to God.
Well, his hand is up to swear. Oh, there you go. Banging on some mics.
I'm banging on everything.
All right, there we go.
All right.
I was about to say.
Here we go.
I know. All right. Cool.
Oh, you already looked at it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep.
I was going to do a drum roll.
Oh, well, I already looked at mine too. So you drum rolled, and hey, we're here.
Man, you guys are the worst. You don't.
I was about to say, I got the one I wanted.
Well, with that,
Yep.
Kevin, explain to us how you're going to lose.
I'm not.
I would love to hear that, actually.
I was about to
Now,
know.
Q, you tell us how you're going to lose.
I'm going to get blown to bits.
War Machine.
I have Ravager.
Yep. So, same thing we just spoke about. She's got great training, great reflexes, a healing factor even. Not the best, obviously, because we spoke about that against X-23. But War Machine has lasers. He has missiles. The same shit that a magical man himself couldn't deflect with one of the better defenses that we've spoken about throughout both of these episodes. Ravager's puny little armor will not deflect lasers and then missiles.
We should have never told him about the lasers.
Boom. Oh no, I'm using all my resources.
Kevin,
We're pulling everything back
you're
in.
focusing too much on lasers. What
Lasers,
else is
lasers, machine guns,
He's
lasers,
war laser.
laser,
So
and then machine guns.
the chance that Ravager has to win would be on the incredible Hail Mary opportunity that the War Machine suit has a Death Star-like flaw.
There's an opening at the belly button.
I do believe
He leaves the charging port open.
Exactly.
I do believe that if such a thing existed, Ravager could hit that shot.
Oh shit.
All right. Yeah.
Do we want to pause it? Yeah.
Nope.
What
What are the chances? You got a 1 in 20 chance.
Oh, okay.
11 or higher, and the
wait. Here.
Warhammer has. Oh, what do you guys think it was? What do you think the odds are that War Machine's charging port is open?
What were the
10 or lower.
Wait,
and
why the fuck am I playing this? What? No.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, in the given situation, we're not actually going to go with it. But
Okay, I was wondering, it's like, what the fuck? Okay. I'm going to say that you actually had the incredible roll of 11 and higher, and that wait, am I calling number 2? Mm-hmm. I think you got just 11. I'm going to say it was something so critical, so barely there, that you got just 11, that his charging port is open right at his asshole, and she just got that magic snipe in.
that's where the charge port is? That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Yeah.
What do you think, Q?
I think you got in that 20.
I got a 14.
Mm.
So the charge port is open.
Okay.
But that's in the MCU multiverse, or actually no. This
I was about to say Don Cheadle here.
This is DC and Marvel now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in the multiverse where these two cinematic franchises clash together,
So
one of those,
the actress who
Warhammer's
played Rose
port is
Wilson.
open.
I know, right?
So yeah, I will say this does feel like an incredibly
It's unbalanced. Because, I mean, realistically, homies, we have to expose our own flaw here, okay? War Machine is barely a sidekick.
Yeah.
By technical points.
I mean, the same thing can be said for
for a lot of names we've spoken about. Yeah, I mean,
I guess that is a good thing to mention. There's just to kind of revisit the ground rules for how we said
please.
this.
Yeah.
It was if you've ever served as a sidekick, or if you've taken the mantle of a previous hero who had that same identity. So hence X-23.
Ironically enough, and by that standing, we should have allowed Winter Soldier in here. Because he took the role of Captain America.
Then it'd be him as Captain America, him not as Winter Soldier.
True, but that's still him as Captain America with a fucking dope metal arm.
But he was an actual sidekick as Bucky.
Yeah. I'm just being facetious. But yeah, no. Yeah, so that's thank you for rereading the rules. I just thought it was beautiful irony, a little bit of poetry in the moment, because it is a little unbalanced. War Machine definitely has the artillery, the mobility with flight. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like unless his suit is stuck at like 0.5% and it's about to fucking die.
He didn't put it on power saving.
Wait. I am curious. I know the movies probably don't depict anything like this. I'm not sure if they ever put the time or the energy or even the thought towards it. But in Iron Man 1, they depicted the idea that there's like a Jeeves or a Jarvis. I took your Jeeves. And made it like a part of the suit. Like he was conversationally speaking and telling the suit what to do at times. Does War Machine have something like that?
I don't believe he does.
I don't think so either, yeah.
Is it just a HUD interface?
Yeah.
I think so. Like a really advanced HUD interface.
No, it has to have an AI. There's no way it could function without.
Spider-Man was even given Friday. Damn.
It may not. It may not be
in the movies.
It may not be a communicative or communicative AI. but there's
it's
no way you
it's
can
not-
run
it's,
all those systems.
He's got Clippy.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But it's not.
I see you trying to fire the Gatling gun.
Looks like you're trying to fire some lasers. Need some help?
Actually, your Clippy's way awesome.
Yeah.
Homies, if you couldn't tell, Blake is awesome at voices.
Well, that's
It wouldn't be a smart AI like a Jarvis or a Friday.
Yeah.
Which he very well may. I know the last time I read an Iron Man book, that was the one that Tony was using.
It doesn't support our case here, but the last time I
yeah.
wore a War Machine specific book where he was in it was the one he died.
Civil War II.
Civil War II.
Okay.
Yep.
I would also.
Although technically, I'm reading Secret Wars in an upcoming episode we're going to be talking about here soon.
Yeah.
So a little
That's our
different.
second plug you can use in Secret Wars.
Yep.
Using Iron Man from Secret Wars.
Yep.
So,
Would you like a third one?
I think we're good.
I think the homies are good too.
There you go.
The message has been made.
The final winner is War Machine.
Yes.
I need like an in-fight game like thing that he says. There you go.
Well, I'd just like to say that I'm glad that a black man won. And this whole thing has actually been orchestrated cleverly by me the entire time.
You clever bastard.
Yes.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
My master plan finally comes to fruition.
You should see how steepled Q's fingers are right now.
Exactly.
It's maniacal.
And his mustache grew twice the size.
My God.
Yeah. Wow.
A
He's got a great goatee now.
Yeah, everything else is gone. Just got the.
You've got a real snidely whiplash over there.
This was super
Dudley
fun.
Do-Right fans out there.
Oh, shit. This has been a lot of fun,
Hell
though,
yeah.
man. We took 16 phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
I draw the whole
sidekicks.
thing. I went ahead and made it a 2-pager. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I wish I could submit a picture of this. Yeah.
And so, guys, we know that there were some very notable sidekicks we left out, like Miss Martian or Kid Flash. I mean, honestly, that's just unfair at this point. You know.
Yeah.
Like, we
also,
were
this would be a
pushing it.
3-part episode if we
Yeah.
did so many. You know.
Yeah.
But for all the homies out there, why don't you gather your own sidekick, heroes? Make your own brackets. Maybe let us know how you came out in the end. Who's your pool that you pulled from, or the pool that you pulled from? Ooh, I tell you what, those peas will get you every time. But I mean, genuinely, there's so many sidekicks out there, obscure ones from little-known comics that you
Or
could literally
even
pull
one
from
shots that would
anything.
be fun to talk about.
You could
know?
also not
Yeah.
limit yourself to the DC and the Marvel universe. You could go to Image. You could go to Dark Horse. You there's so much to pull from there that you could have
just
really a
imagined,
kaleidoscope.
Abraham Lincoln from Hellboy coming in here.
You mean
The fish guy.
Lobster Johnson?
No.
No.
He's talking about from Hellboy,
Abe. Actually, Abe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abraham.
Abe. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah.
I genuinely don't. I think he's just super smart.
No, I was about to say he's not a fighter.
He's just a
I mean,
fish.
but we put Alfred up in this.
You know who would have been the perfect combatant for
What's that?
a Hydragent Bob? Abraham.
Abraham.
A fish, a super smart fish versus a guy.
See, now,
Yep.
also,
Bob
homies,
is so dumb. I think he would have won that though.
Hey, you get off Bob. He's a very intelligent man with 3 beautiful children.
the crazy thing is that, like, with us as the superhero homies, like we thoroughly believe in the existence of a multiverse. That somewhere out there in the infinite multiverse, we're at the same setting. Everything's the same except what we drew were different.
Yep.
So I mean, the cool thing is that, like, if we ran this thing back with the same people, there'd be a different winner.
They probably would.
Yeah,
They
just
probably
because
would.
the matchups would be different, the outcomes would be different.
I mean, War Machine wouldn't have been put up against Alfred. Like
You're right.
Yeah.
Alfred would have been put up against War Machine. Very different
There you
scenario.
go.
yeah.
Alfred.
Not bad at all.
Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We had a blast with it. If you guys couldn't already tell, but hopefully you guys also enjoyed this as well. This has been a blast. Blake, thank you again, brother.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for having me on, guys.
It's been
Anytime
awesome.
you need me as a super unpartial, unbiased judge,
Yes.
you let me know, and I'll take my little scampering
go.
feet over here.
Yep.
So for the next tournament, I want to I'll spitballing off the cuff.
Sure.
I wonder what would we do, homies? You have any ideas?
Yeah, for sure.
our next
And
tournament.
I'm already rolling some ideas over my head, but that's to be continued.
Yes.
Little martini shaker of ideas.
Shaken and not stirred.
There you go. Real James Bond
Bond,
situation.
James Bond.
Maybe you just do the Bond universe, or maybe you just do the.
Well, anyways, I know, right? He's whisked away. He's gone.
And Blake, everybody.
Yep.
My incorporeal body.
But that will be all for now. But as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, gifts, threats, food supplies, or ideas for future tournaments, hit us up at superherohomies@gmail.com or any of our social media outlets. We are always active and live.
Hell yeah. And of course, guys, you already know this. We've talking about it time and time again. We have the Patreon page. And yeah, we would love your support. If you like listening to this, imagine what you'd enjoy from that page. All the cool nerd shit we go into there. $1 gets you most things, $3 gets you everything.
Yes. $1 for new movie reviews, $3 for
just about everything else, yeah. Dragon Ball Z, video games, you name it.
Yep. All types of nerd shit that we talk about on there.
Nerd shit.
Yeah, we just recently did video games for 2019. And definitely guys check that out, and we'll be covering Star Wars later on this month. But that is all for now. Thank you guys again for listening. So until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
And as always, I am Superhero Homie Kevin.
And I am Superhero Homie Blake.